I'm somewhere in the bag. What's going on, everybody? If you can hear me, you feeling good today, let me hear you say, yo. All right, cool. Again, my name is Tatiana Colorado. Some may know me as Top Goalz, your favorite corporatepreneur. And I'm here to talk to you guys about some entrepreneurial tips today. Again, as they mentioned, I am the owner of Free Goalz. It's a motivational blog. And I also have a brand consulting business where I help start and scale small businesses. So some people may ask what a corporatepreneur sometimes is, and what a corporatepreneur is pretty much, I have a quote-unquote 9 to 5 where I work for corporate during the day, and then I'm an entrepreneur by night. So some of you all might be corporatepreneurs. I know there's some full-time entrepreneurs in the building as well. So I got some tips for y'all today, so let's get into it. Also, I know that there's a few people out here that are thinking about starting a business and haven't started yet, so I'm gonna start there. Rule number 1, I always say, is if you chase your passion, the bag will follow. And a lot of times people get it kind of twisted to first find a need, then you want to align with that need, and then fill that need. So if you have the passion, success will follow. A lot of times people focus too much on the profit over people, and that's where a lot of times the longevity of the business falls through the cracks. So if you want to be successful, you want to focus on people over profit. Also, something else to remember if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, there are so many steps involved in starting a business, and the number one thing that I would offer for you is to make sure that you have a business plan. If you're an aspiring entrepreneur and you don't have a business plan, you have a plan to fail. A business plan will help you lay out everything from branding and sales funnels to funding and scaling your business. If you don't have one, there are a variety of free resources online, or you can invest in a brand consultant if you have the resources. Now, for those entrepreneurs that have been in the game for a while, which is probably a lot of you here that are vendors today, scaling is all about being in competition with yourself. Here are 3 ways that you can scale your business today. The number 1 and my favorite is automate. So if you have a business and you've been taking inquiries or orders through your DMs for a while, it might be time to invest in a website. And I know a lot of times that's easier said than done. So I want to let people know that you don't have to buy an expensive web developer or have like HTML or coding skills. You can definitely use resources like I use Wix for all of my clients, but I'm just partial because I've used that particular platform for a while. But you have like Squarespace or WordPress. A lot of that is very much drag and drop, and you don't have to know how to code in order to create your own website. The second thing I want to remind entrepreneurs to do is to go legit. So you want to register your business with the Secretary of State, and you want to make sure you get that EIN number, open up that business bank account, and start building that business credit. No more co-mingling personal funds with business funds, just because I will let you know right now, if that's what you're doing, you are leaving a lot of money on the table when it comes to tax time. So there's a lot of things as an entrepreneur that you can write off. You can write off your phone bill. If you got an at-home office with a certain square footage, you can write that off. So if you want to get a sizable return back on your taxes, make sure you get all your logistics in order first. And you also want to protect your intellectual property. So I'm talking trademark, I'm talking copyright. Protect that intellectual property so as you scale and you get on, nobody tries to duplicate your brand. All right, and tip number 3 is get social. So the top socials for small business owners, as you may or may not know right now, are Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and especially TikTok is hot right now. So if you're not on TikTok, I encourage you to get on TikTok today. The scalability on that platform alone, even if you don't got no other social media, please get on TikTok right now. Try to post at least 2 to 3 times know you might be thinking like, okay, Todd, we just said we're corporatepreneurs, we got jobs, we got kids, you know, how are we supposed to post 2 or 3 times a day? Well, you can use tools like Hootsuite. It's something I use to schedule my post out ahead of time. So I have a content day, and I might post for a week or 2 ahead of time so that I can just set it and forget it. So if they do have a free platform, but then as you grow and scale, you can go ahead and purchase that pro account. Also, you want to encourage reviews on Facebook and Google My Business. Social media is the new word of mouth, and you can become a sensation overnight just by one viral post or 2 or 3 good reviews from the right person, right? And last but not least, I cannot stress this enough. Social media is important, yes, but do not underestimate the power of email lists. I know recently we had a couple of outages with, I think it was Twitter at one point, and I think Instagram had one. So you don't want to be in the dark whenever those platforms go down, or certain politics change a law and now you can't post this. You have complete power over your website and your email list, so make sure you're building that email list so that you can still contact. And also, y'all remember MySpace? Okay, so maybe you had all of your following on MySpace, and now we moved to Facebook, and now you can't find us again. So you want to make sure that you're collecting those email lists as well. So all in all, you want to be able to create a process where you're virtually doing little to nothing manually, right? You want to legally and financially protect your business and your intellectual property, and you want to engage your customers and your clients online. I say that to say, if you're at this pop-up right now, you're obviously taking the right steps in the right direction. Look around and lean on the community around you. Each one, teach one. We're at a networking event, so let's network. I learned something sitting with Serenity right here, just having a chat. I learned something about Airbnb that I didn't even know about, you know, so just make sure you walk around, you network with the people around you, because we're all here to support each other. And also, last but not least, like I always like to say, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. Thank you so much again. My name is Todd Goalz. Have a great day.
FREEEGOALZ.com